To me, Michaela is the funniest person that I know.
He can be really funny. He makes me laugh.
What attracts me to her most is her sense of humor.
He's hysterical. He cracks me up.
I think she's drop dead gorgeous. She can wear a muumuu around the house and look, smoking hot besides the muumuu.
Can be serious.
Every time she smiles, it drives me crazy inside.
Lead us how he wants you to be serious in that way.
But then again, she's also the most intentional person that I know.
We just have a really good time together. I mean, he makes me so happy.
When we're together, it's a lot of fun, and I think that sums up Michaela.
Our first day, I was at my sister's house, and he came to pick me up. He came straight from work, and I was very excited when he came to pick me up, because I always heard really great things about Kyle Miller, and how great his family was, how great he was.
For me, it was a 4-hour drive up to her house, and there was a lot of anticipation, a lot of, thinking about how the day would go, and it far exceeded all my expectations. When I pulled up, I was super nervous, not really knowing what to expect. Actually, I wasn't that nervous just because I'm almost 30 and I've been on a ton of dates already, so I wasn't really that nervous. I actually got nervous when I saw her because I was so overwhelmed by her. And right when I pulled in the driveway, she had already started walking out, and I was really impressed by how good she looked. She had on, I think it was a purple dress. That's the way I remember it.
I kind of looked like 4th of July. I remember I was wearing a navy blue dress with white polka dots and had red ties up here.
The first moments of seeing her, I was blown away by how gorgeous she was. Obviously, Monica asked me what attracts you most, Michaela, and it's her eyes.
I thought he was really cute.
And opened the door for her when she got in the car. We had talked on the phone. There was never any lack of conversation. I remember our arms brushed up each other, and I love that. I love the feeling that gave me, and that's the only thing I remember in the car right over there.
On the drive over to Connor's, we're just kind of having small talk, and we get to the dinner table, and that's when we kind of got into more deep conversation. And our waitress was telling us that her and her dad had come up with a cure for cancer.
I'm sitting here, and I'm like, this is the biggest crock of manure I've ever heard. And Michaela's like eating it up. Michaela's like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. Y'all are curing cancer with water. And I'm like, yeah, it's probably not happening like that.
Kyle definitely didn't believe her, but I was really into it. And I was like, oh yeah, that makes total sense.
When we got done with dinner, we went straight to grab yogurt.
So we go down to the frozen yogurt place, and when we were opening the door, there was this other guy who I had gone on a date with that week, and his name was Kyle also. So it was very, I didn't know what to do. It was very awkward. But I was with a better Kyle, that's for sure.
When I brought her home, I didn't want to, and I failed to walk her to the door, so she keeps reminding me about that.
You really did everything perfect. That was the best first date I'd ever been on in my whole life.
The first date, it was as good as the first date could go. My game was super lame because that night, even I think the next morning, I text messaged her and I was like, when are we gonna see each other again? That's how bad I want to see her.
And he called me the next day and made sure I made it to the beach okay, and it was pretty much history after that. He said he tried to play hard to get, and I just said it was overrated and he shouldn't play hard to get. I might want to go on another one. I think I knew it all along that I loved him, because there was something different with him than anybody else that I had dated or been on a date with.
The moment I fell in love with her was probably our first date. I was hooked. I was like, wow, this is a lot different. And barring some crazy, 6 toes or something, I'm not leaving her.
Kyle loves everything about me, even when I'm crazy or weird or.
But the moment we probably like everything, the fireworks went off was literally 4th of July. She ended up coming over to our house and we were all shooting off fireworks.
The whole reason why we were a boyfriend-girlfriend couple was from Brittany Miller.
It was a blast. The way she connected with my family was seamless.
Brittany and I were terrified because they're acting like maniacs outside.
Mm-hmm.
And Brittany and I kind of like jumped together and she scratched me and I started bleeding and she saw it and she felt really bad and she was like, Kyle, I scratched your girlfriend, and we hadn't had that, DTR, find a relationship point yet.
I don't remember how it went down, but Brittany ended up saying, Kyle, I accidentally burned your girlfriend while setting fireworks off. And I didn't think anything about it because I was actually with Corey and we were lighting fireworks in the middle of the street and I was like, okay, as long as she's alive,
I kind of froze because I didn't know what to say and Kyle didn't say anything.
I was trying to gather up whatever game I still had left and trying to slow play the whole gig, but Michaela's actually the one that brought it up.
And then later, I asked him about it. I was like, what do you think about Brittany saying that I was your girlfriend? And he was like, I liked it. And I was like, well, I did too. So you okay?
She was like, what did you think about Brittany saying I was your girlfriend? And I said, I thought that was awesome. What did you think about it? And she's like, I'm okay with it if you're okay with it. It was perfect. That's when I fell in love. It was Thanksgiving Day. I think the day of was one of the most stressful days of my life and of probably not the most stressful days for my family's life, but it was a stressful day all around.
And I knew it was coming at some point. I definitely didn't know that it was going to be the next day, during Thanksgiving.
Since we'd eaten all day and everybody's stressed out, nobody even ate my mom's cooking that day because everybody was wondering, where's the limo, what's going on?
But we ate dinner. Kyle and I were sitting at the kid table in the kitchen, and everybody else was in the dining room. And
because nobody wanted to be around us because they didn't think that they could keep a straight face. So we're sitting there at the kid table. Everybody's trying to figure out, Kyle and Corey are trying to figure out when they need to start recording. Nobody's eating dinner. Everybody's looking out the window. Finally, the limo gets here.
There's a knock on the door. I didn't think anything of it. And your mom said, oh, Michaela has a visitor. I was like, what in the world?
Michaela, there's a car out here for you. And she's like, what?
And I walked in there and I was just kind of like, why do I have a visitor at your house? And I walked in there, it's my dad. I was like, oh my goodness. He came over because he probably heard me ask Kyle if they could come over, and he just showed up to have dinner at y'all's house. And I was kind of getting embarrassed because I was like, oh my goodness, he just showed up out of nowhere. Then he was saying we had won this thing at Bridge Street and there's a limo outside and I'm in for the ride of my life. And so I was just very confused. And I was like, can I just leave Thanksgiving dinner to go with my dad on something I won? And everyone's like, yeah, go ahead.
She didn't want to leave dinner because she felt like that'd be rude, going back to her tenderheartedness. She felt like it'd be rude just to pick up and leave, and we're like, no, go, get out of here. They drive off to go pick up all the girls around the city, and then my family goes into chaos mode, and we all have jobs that we're doing and disperse. Kind of one of those scenes from a movie where everybody's running around like a chicken with their head cut off, not knowing where they're going or what they're supposed to be doing.
And then when I get in the limo, Lauren Coggins is in there, and that I knew that something was happening because she wasn't supposed to be there. So we make all these stops. We go from y'all's house to my parents' house, and my stepdad's, reading this note to me and everything. And then we get in the limo. All my sisters pile in. We pick them up at our house, and they pile in. And they're telling me all these sweet things and reading me their notes.
It was kind of like this dead time that I wasn't expecting. Then I really had a lot of time to think about what I'm actually about to do, and I was sitting there and
we stop off at Little Rosie's where we had our first encounter, with each other and your whole family, and pick up Courtney McGinnis and Lauren Calvert. So they pile in, and then we head to Connors where we had our first day, and Kayla Wilton and Lauren Schultz and Kristen Looney are waiting for me there. So they all pile in, and then we stop off at the Von Braun Center, and my mom's there, and she's prepared this long note, and of course she cries, it makes me cry, and we have a little hug fest.
So finally, they're like, okay, we are on the last stop and we're on our way, which the last stop's still almost 10 minutes away. That's when I started getting like, the butterflies and everything. And
just the whole night, there's all these notes that talking about the relationships that have impacted me the most throughout my life. And then we head to the park, Big Spring Park, and there Kyle is just at the end of the stairs in his tux, and I felt a little underdressed, but that's okay.
She got out of the limo, and when I saw her standing at the top of the stairs, she was just, the first thing she said was, "Oh, you look nice." And I was like, all right, she keeps it simple.
I almost felt like, why the heck are you waiting at the bottom of the stairs? I mean, I'll fall down. I roll down the stairs because my legs were like, jello-y, and I was already kind of like nervous about, excited. I wasn't nervous. I was just like excited and anxious about it. He just talks about, again, just how much he cares about me and how much fun we've had together and how excited he is to spend the rest of his life with me. And he asked me to marry him. I said yes.
She says yes, and we walk over to this massive bank building, and there, all her friends, all her family were all there. That part was cool because then we got to tell everybody at the same time, but it was almost overwhelming when we walked into this room after we had this very emotional moment.
And I was very excited, but it was almost like I wasn't prepared for it, so it was just like, this just happened. I just been engaged. It's crazy.
It went off better than I thought it was going to go.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you. Well, I know this little chapel on the boulevard. Trash, got a pocket full of cash we can blow. Shots of Patrol, and it's on, girl. Don't say no, 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 no. Just say yeah, 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 yeah. And we'll go, 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 go. If you're ready, like I'm ready. 'Cause it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. something dumb to do. Hey baby, I think I wanna marry you. Is it the look in your eyes, or is it this dancing juice? Who cares, baby? I think I wanna marry you.